G'day everybody, Caravanning Queensland back again for another road safety video with some tips and information about how we can get you on the road and stay on the road safely. We are here today with Todd McArthur from Allbrand out at Sandgate. Now Todd, let's talk about tyres on caravans and trailers. How do you choose a tyre? How do you choose the right tyre for your setup, mate?
Yeah, it's one of those questions which will open up a big talking point across the board when we bring this out. So we're going to look at the scenario where we're going to talk about more of our road-going caravans, I think, where people need to look at what they're buying, and there's different sectors like your light truck and things like that, and the radials and stuff. So I think you've got to have the load rating correctly, all right? You have your speed rating correctly, and also making sure that that tyre is suited to your van. And also your manufacturer plates will give you that as well. So make sure you're looking at that to not go or past that, to make sure it's legalised.
Yep. So check the trailer plates.
Yes.
And then where on the tyre do you find the information about the load rating and the speed rating?
Yeah, so on your big rubber tyre there, you've got your rim on that side of things. You're going to look over that there where you're going to have some numbers there. So with your numbers, you've got to make sure that they're within, like we said on the tyre placard, we're going to see an LT, which normally most our caravan sector is going to see, which is a light truck. You're also going to see some numbers on there and some letters. So like there might be a Q on there, which is going to give you a speed rating, and also a number which is going to come back and give you a load rating. And some loading has to be per axle group. So it might say we're going to allow for 1400 kilos per axle group and stuff like that for those two tyres on that axle. So you want to make sure that goes with the aggregated mass, trailer mass. So there, I don't know if people are looking into this when they're doing that, because we see that quite often where we're going.
Yeah, so the important thing is when you're purchasing that van, make sure you talk to the dealer or the manufacturer or the service and repair agent about those tyres and what's most appropriate for your setup.
Definitely.
So mate, you're on the road, you're out touring, what should you be looking for to make sure your tyres are maintained correctly and they're not wearing, or they're safe to operate? You're
right, and a lot of people have a look at their tyres. I find a lot of people, and they'll have a look at the external side of their tyres, they'll look at the outside, they're not looking at the internal, which we see a lot. So make sure when you are looking at your tyres and tread patterns and stuff like that, you're looking over the complete tyre. Have a look at for cracks, sometimes chunks where accidentally maybe turned somewhere and hit a gutter, done some of that, and some bulges. And also you actually, when you look at these tyres, they can delaminate over time, so think about that as well. So make sure you're looking for this sort of stuff. Very simple stuff to look at.
And the pressure
wise, I was going to say, so tyre pressure can make a big difference. Also, that comes to where your load rating is, because they are load rated with a certain amount of tyre pressure. So we need to make sure that's correct when we do it.
Yeah, good stuff. And mate, also with anything relating to a caravan or trailer, you've got to have it serviced regularly. So by having that serviced regularly through a qualified service and repair workshop, these sort of things are going to be checked as part of that process as well. So important to have that done regularly.
It is. There's dates and stuff like that, which are on placards and tyres that we want to make sure. We advise clients around here, and I think a lot of the tyre manufacturers are 6 to 7 years. They're sort of saying it's time to move them on and go from that there. So I think that is having them serviced here, making sure it's right. You're actually looking at pulling the tyres off. You're looking at the back edge of the tyres, not just from the front side where you're having somebody go over, which I think is a smart idea.
Excellent. Well, mate, thank you very much for that.
No,
as always, if you do need more information, go to our website, caravanqld.com.au. If you have any questions about this topic in particular, pop it in the comments and we'll get back to you with an answer. But most importantly, when you're out on the road, stay safe. Make sure you're aware of the other road users, because we want you to get to that destination and enjoy yourself. So thank you for watching.